So we're gonna spectate Tru3ta's show match here just to see how well he does, see what kind of strategies he pulls out with the Wraith. This is a tournament level Swift, so it's all about Wraith strength, guys. This is not about beating a tournament Swift. This is not about anything other than getting
I'm also going to go for hooks as well. I think it's more of an interesting thing to watch. A killer going for constant hooks, juggling and stuff.
Sure. So Tru just wants to see Wraith's viability, I guess.
Go with hooks against tournament team, one pan out. Yeah, but I really don't just want to hook, like slug and then one hook everyone. I mean, I might try that one game, but it's not fun for me, man. It's one of the reasons why I wouldn't go into this competitively. If it did turn into you can play every killer and you can go for hooks, I would push more.
Is that Aaron? Yes. So he's going to use Windstorm and All-Seeing with Corrupt, Ruin, Pop, Banner. Interesting. I don't think he needs Windstorm. I think he would be better running Swift Hunt rather than Windstorm so that he can get the uncloaks quicker. I think this is fine for comp. This is fine for comp. He should run Lethal Pursuer instead of Thanner. I'd love to see him run some Lethal Pursuer on Wraith. It's going to be so valuable for getting his Ruin value. Lethal Pursuer, Corrupt, Ruin, Pop would be an excellent build for Wraith here. This would be really interesting. Okay. I'm in game. We don't need to watch Tru3ta's stream then. So we can just spectate this ourselves and get a completely different perspective. So guys, Oracle is like top 3 competitive team in Dead by Daylight. So Tru3ta's really thrown himself in the deep end here. Oracle have not lost much. They often make it towards the grand finals, semi-finals of any tournament that they play in. They've got their main roster of Xeno, Zongao, Aaron, and Nigel. Tru3ta is using Wraith, who is considered a weaker killer, but if you watch my recent tier list, I actually put him at the B tier. Top of B tier. So top of B tier is somewhat viable versus strong teams. But I think that Wraith has so many weaknesses that this team will probably be able to still exploit them. Due to the fact that it's going to be very difficult for Tru3ta to get hits on the survivors for free using his uncloak mechanic. So he's going to have to basically M1 chase mostly. And 2, even though Wraith has true invisibility now outside of a 20-meter radius, these guys will be communicating his whereabouts throughout the game. And since they're playing Cold Tower, which is one of the more commonly played competitive maps, it's going to be really difficult for Tru3ta to actually get much pathing that will allow him to get, sneaky hits. So I suspect that Tru3ta's going to really struggle to get his first hits, and the survivors are going to punish that. Also, keep in mind, guys, before we get into this game, Tru3ta isn't looking to tunnel one survivor out of the game and kill them, or proxy camp one survivor's health state down. In competitive, what you'll often see is the first survivor who gets caught, the killer will try and either secure a single health hook state off them by making sure that no one can rescue easily, or they will just tunnel them out of the game. So because of this, I suspect it's possible that because Tru3ta is going for hooks and just trying to chase as many survivors as possible, that the survivors will get gens done incredibly quickly for that reason. So what I would expect to happen in this game, if Tru3ta's priority is hooks over kills, is that Tru3ta will get 3 or 4 hooks, and that's it. But I guess we'll find out. Maybe he'll do all right.
All right, let's see, Wraith. I just want to have at least a tiny bit of fear. Make them panic at least a bit, and at least then there'll be something in Wraith, All
right, here he is. So Tru3ta's running Pop, Corrupt, Thanatophobia, and Ruin. We have Aaron here running Built to Last so that he has more value on his toolbox. Borrowed Time, Sprint Burst, and Decisive Strike. Nigel is running Self-Care, Botany, Metal of Man, and Dead Heart. Xeno is running Streetwise, Borrowed Time, Balanced, and Resilience. And it looks like he found a chase earlier with Tru3ta, but Tru3ta decided to hop off it because of the flashlight. And we got Wake Up, Life, Proof Myself, and Adrenaline on Zongao. Tru3ta is using Windstorm with All-Seeing. All-Seeing will allow him... Is it... Yeah, it is. Oh, no, it might be Shadow Dance. I think it's... Oh, no, it's All-Seeing, which allows him to see the auras of survivors. Ooh. So not only did he not get the hit here... Oh, that's the life play. So coming out. The distance immediately away from the loop. Ruin is gone already for Tru3ta. That is a minute on the Corrupt intervention already. Not much gem progress, but you can see that Xeno here will be trying to bully Tru3ta as much as possible with the flashlight. And this is one of the main weaknesses of having a Swift, is that the person who has the flashlight can communicate really well with the teammates and really just punish any cloaks during chases. Also, the thing that you're going to see a lot during this game is the survivors will just insta-drop pallets. They're very comfortable with the idea that their teammates can do generate as well. There was scratch marks up on the Cold Tower gen, but I don't think Tru3ta saw it. He's going to be prioritizing the Nancy here, who has a T-wall, L-wall. There's actually a survivor on the gen here as well. So I believe this is Nigel. Nigel's playing a build which is all about playing protection. His build is designed to just run in and take hits for his teammates, and then he can heal himself up with botany knowledge nice and quickly, with self-care, because he will have item efficiency from self-care, and he has the med kit as well. And so with the Metal Man, he takes those protection hits, and then he goes off. He didn't get one there, unfortunately, but you can see this gen here is almost done. Looks like the Wraith is here. Once this item depletes, Aaron will actually be able to get half of its value back. So Sprint Burst allows him to get to the window. And this is what I mean by it's really difficult for Wraith versus coordinated survivors to actually get that first hit. These guys will be positioning nice and well. Oh, that was nice. Oh, what a shame. Half a second off that. Nice little moonwalk. Should get the hit here onto the Nancy. There we go. First hit. Not bad. There's the recloak. And that's going to be Aaron going back to the gen, I hear. Oh, it's actually Xeno with a flashlight. Well, Tru contest it. He will. Yes. That's the balanced landing off the wall. What a pain it is when every survivor has a different exhaustion perk and you have to track that mentally as a killer. When the survivors are efficient at what they're doing and you have to track, okay, so Ace has Dead Hard, Nancy has Sprint Burst, Nia has Balanced Landing, you know, there's life as well. It gets really tricky. And every chase with a hit and run playstyle actually becomes detrimental to your play. First gen completed now. And Tru still struggling to get a hook. He's trying to hit and run too hard, I think, versus a competitive team. I've played a little bit of competitive experience. I've scrimmed Oracle. I've scrimmed lots of different teams in the DBD scene. And I can tell you, even on strong killers such as Nurse and Spirit, the hit and run playstyle is often very weak. The survivors will punish it massively. Whoa. Nigel held his Dead Hard. He was so confident he wouldn't get hit. And that might actually trick Tru into thinking that there's no Dead Hard here and he might overcommit to a chase. That may have been the Dead Hard there. Flashlight blind from Xeno coming in for the assistance. Did Nigel use Dead Hard? He did. He's got another pallet here. He should be able to make the pallet fairly easily. Oh, that is a bold play. They're hoping that Xeno can basically light burn here. Oh, the light burn didn't come through, but it was enough to make, you know, Tru look away. And now Nigel should make the pallet loop over here. This is some excellent shepherding play coming through from Xeno, making it really difficult for Tru to get any value. Here's Aaron's gen 50%. That's going to be Zongal's gen completed, and Tru's now on it. Ooh, goes for the little firecracker play. Wasn't able to do it. I believe this gen here is 99'd on purpose so that the survivors don't get 3 gen later. We are 3 gens completed, and Tru has got his first down here. But will he be able to actually get the pickup here? Xeno has the flashlight, is going to be playing the pallet. Oh, that was a very unfortunate hit for Xeno. Will Xeno risk it all? Oh my gosh, Xeno is risking it all. Gen number 4 completed, and he's in a dead zone. His flashlight's still got good value. The pallet's still up, by the way. Very bold plays. There's no unbreakable here, but look, Aaron has joined. 99. There's the pickup. Uh-oh, Aaron has Sprint Burst. So that was the first down. That is the rescue coming through, and that is the first hook potential loss for Tru. Absolute dominant performance coming through from Oracle here. And a true, I guess, example of why hit and run playstyles in competitive typically does not work. It is very difficult for a killer to hit and run a efficient team because they are just so good at knowing how to punish the hit and run playstyle. You need to hard commit to a survivor when they're this good and make sure that you're generating pressure through that one survivor. And this is going to be a weakness if Tru decides to stick with his hooks over kills mentality in a competitive fashion, that you're just not going to get much value in the match because you need to generate that pressure.
Wow. Yeah, okay. We'll try some other stuff, but don't look like Wraith does have potential. Oh well. Holy crap, the synergy, that was crazy. Wow. They had the perks when they needed them, where I couldn't do anything about it. They went for the body blocks. All the safe pallets. It's pretty much what I expect, but alright, let's try again.
All right, so it looks like Aaron has dipped out, and they're going to replace Aaron with Justin here. And for those who may be watching this and seeing the varying colors of ranks, typically these people aren't ever playing pubs. And if they're playing pubs being just normal matches, they're usually playing killer. Xeno plays a lot of killer. Justin plays a lot of killer. Aaron plays, you know, a bit of both. You know, he streams and makes YouTube videos. So a lot of these people will actually, when they're actually playing games just for fun, they'll be playing killer, not survivor. And if they're playing survivor, they'll be scrimming other tournament teams in kill your friend lobbies. So I'm really interested to see if Tru3Ta1ent changes his strategy at all after game number 1, because that game really highlighted how weak the hit and run playstyle is for a tournament level match. Okay, so he has changed his perk setup. He's realized that Thanatophobia is not going to net him much value in this match due to the fact that he's struggling to keep the survivors injured. So he's switched out Thanatophobia for Nurse's Calling to try and catch the survivors healing. He's also equipped Shadow Dance by the look of it and Serpent, which is going to allow him to break pallets super quick as cloaked, and that process will actually uncloak him for a Windstorm buff after the uncloak as well. So whilst he is cloaked, he can kick the pallet quickly, and that will uncloak him thanks to Serpent. So this will actually provide a little bit more chase potential. We'll have to see how valuable it is versus the insta-drop playstyle that we typically see through tournament play. I don't think that Nurses is the right call here. Versus a solo level team, absolutely. Versus a team that can understand the area that the Wraith is playing in and make sure that if they're doing generators, they have pallet safety or they just take the heal. I think that we're going to really struggle to see good value coming out of the Nurse's Calling. So Justin has just adopted Aaron's build, 1 for 1. I think everyone else will be running the same builds here. Yep, same build for Nigel, same build for Xeno, same build for Zongao. And don't you love to see it? Like Streetwise, for example, being used unironically because it will give Xeno more value on his flashlight over time. Wake Up being used with Adrenaline so that Zongao can be the guy who gets the exit gate open in a pinch. Justin using Built to Last with his toolbox to get some good value out of that toolbox. This is really good. This is the right survivor to chase early. All right, so there's the quick pallet break and the movement speed that you get out of Shadow Dance and the uncloak that comes out of Serpent as well. So that should just have been communicated to the rest of the team, and we'll see how they change their playing style due to it. Oh, that was really unlucky. He short swinged. I don't think he would have got the hit on the pallet regardless, but very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate for Tru there. All right, so now we have the pallet here. It is blocked. Oh, that firecracker pushes Tru3Ta1ent away from the uncloak. A firecracker will light burn if it hits the body of the Wraith. So this should be a hit onto Justin, who's been caught out in the open. But nice little use of the firecracker just to prevent the uncloak onto the survivor in the open. And also it prevents him from wasting one of the stronger pallets that we have here on COD Tower, the eye loop as I call it. It's called it's shaped like a lowercase I, which is why I call it that. Oh, unlucky. So maybe they have not communicated that Serpent is being used here, and basically Tru should get the free hit through the Serpent uncloak. So that's 2 survivors injured currently. Unfortunately, we don't have a HUD to see the injured survivors. That's going to be 2nd gen completed there by Xeno. And Tru3Ta1ent has Justin in line of sight here at the T-War L-War. Justin is East Coast America, running Sprint Burst, so he's already used his Exhaustion perk, and this is where the hit and run playstyle becomes even weaker, because Nigel runs in to take the hit for Justin with his Botany Knowledge Self-Care Med Kit, and that will allow him to heal really quickly, but also he's getting the protection hit for his Metal of Man. So any additional hits that he gets is actually going to cause him a lot of issues. Oh boy, the dead hard gambit coming here through. That's going to be a quick uncloak, but it is going to be a blind as well. No, it isn't. Shadow Dance too quick, and he might actually get the hit. No, there's no way he gets... Okay, never mind, he does. That's going to be Nigel getting hit. Oh, we're getting some Nurses Calling value. This will get communicated, and there is a pallet nearby. So whilst... Oh, boy. Let's see if Nigel changes his playstyle here. Zongao. Nope, he doesn't. But he's going to use the life to prevent the pallet break quickly and get his distance away. Really good use. If you vault a pallet, you actually take the action away from the killer to break it. And so that means that Tru3Ta1ent can't break the pallet instantly. And so that is going to be the life movement speed away from the pallet. That's a 2nd protection hit. That was a bit disastrous, Zongao. All right, friendo. A little bit silly, but that's okay. We are going to get our first hook of this game here for Tru at 3 gens. Much better value coming through from Tru so far. First hook 3 gens. And wow, we're actually getting a lot of nurses calling value. Nigel needs to take a protection hit here. Oh, never mind. They've healed. That's the light burn coming through, unfortunately. One of Wraith's main weaknesses. And they only have 1 flashlight. Everyone in the team is using different items. So this is the test. Will Tru3Ta1ent tunnel? Oh, yes, he will. He has changed his mentality completely after the first game. Oh, but he has doubled back to make sure they do not get the ruin for free. There was a borrowed time on that rescue, as the Claudia is running borrowed time. So they were actually very safe there in that rescue. Oh, very paranoid over this Hex Ruin. It's a big weakness, because if Nigel was working the gen currently, which he is, 50%. So much time lost. Looks like he should be able to push the survivor off the gen, but he won't be able to block this window. Oh, he will. Nice. Will we get the hit here? He does. Nice. Nigel must be getting pretty close to getting that Medal of Man stacked up here. Very close. Tru switches targets onto the Nia, who has balanced landing. None of the survivors have changed their perks this game, so Tru should remember that there was a balanced landing, and he does. He actually stops uncloaking so we can follow her. But oh, unfortunate pathing, and that's gonna be Tru basically finding himself on the wrong side of a pallet here. Insta drop. There's no pallets around here, so oh, maybe iLoop swap? No, it's not. He has the window, and here it is. Nigel coming in for the body block one more time. Stops inside the loop to make sure it doesn't get it. And now Nigel should have 3 protection hits, which means Metal Man should be available. So if Nigel can get 1 more body block here, that'll be huge. Here it comes. There it is. Protection hit. Metal Man comes up huge, and another gen is completed for it. And that gives Xeno the chance to make it to a window and potentially a pallet. 4th gen completed now. He has the blind still on his flashlight. No, it must be out. Protection hit coming through from Justin here. This is a really hard place for a killer to get a hit. They have opened up, but there might be a pallet here. No, there isn't. He's just going to take the hit regardless. That'll be Shack pallet used nice and early. The uncloak, T-War, L-War, not valuable. So that should be our 2nd down and hook of this game. Let's find the gen progress, if there is any. We have all 3 survivors with Proof Myself on this generator. So by the time that Tru hooks this, he will have this generator gone. That will be all 5 gens completed with a survivor in the basement, and the survivors will take the escape here. There's no reason for them to attempt a basement hook rescue in this scenario. They will just escape very happily, I assume. Ooh. There it is. No Noed in this scenario. That is the exit gate being opened nice and early. Wow, they are actually rescuing here. I am very surprised. And it's not the survivor that has borrowed time either. Will Tru3Ta1ent fall for this? Nope, he goes for the hit and gets it. This survivor also doesn't have any decisive strikes. This might be a 3-hook game here. Metal Man showing the aura of the survivor here, I believe. This is going to have to be a pixel perfect body block here. They can get it now. Oh, no. What an unfortunate choke here for Tru on the hit. And, I mean, Tru can keep them here for a little while. In fact, you could keep him there for the entire endgame collapse timer, I suppose. Let's get another body block going. There's a couple of survivors here. Oh, no. Justin went too far. And it's going to be Justin going down here. They're going to push one out. Zongao will wait at the end here to force Tru to actually push him out. Wow. Tru's going to go for the hook over the over anything else here. This is a hook right next to the exit gate, so it's very rescuable. And there it is, the rescue instantly. Now going to be looking for the Nia with balanced landing. Can she make the distance? She's running the opposite direction. Is the other exit gate open? Is the question. No, it's not. And the Shack pallet has been dropped, so this should be Xeno going down here. No more battery life left on this flashlight. Here comes the body block attempt coming through from Zongao. They can push towards the heal, which will make it a little bit easier. Just forcing a heal. Not enough time left on that. Body block is successful, though. Oh, wow. He didn't stop in the gap. Stop now. There it is. Yep. Force the body block. That will be a shack window. Distance gained. And that should be Zongao now leaving. But I don't think Xeno's really got much in this. Yeah, there's nothing left here for him. That will be Xeno going down. And that should be the 1 kill. Improving on the previous result massively. 4 hooks succeeded. And a kill coming through.
Nice. Not bad, man. With Wraith. Oh, 4 hooks with Wraith. These are alright add-ons. Interesting. That's trash. I mean, it's trash if you don't understand how Survivor favor this game is. But it's really good if you do.
So, 4 hooks and a kill. Tru out here trying to prove that Wraith is not OP by playing versus a top 3 tournament level Swift here. First game results in 1 down, 0 hooks. And the second game results in 5 downs, 4 hooks, and a kill. So, an improvement on that game there. Who is the best tournament level team? That is a bit subjective, unfortunately. If you were going off of certain results, then you might say Agony, because they won the best of the best tournament. A lot of tournament teams respect the Russian players, and will say that a Russian team is the best. Xeno comes out and says that he would like to rematch that match. Exactly the same perks, same add-ons on Coil Tower. They're not happy with how that game played out. So we should just jump straight back in for a rematch here.
They're mad I got a 1k. They're not mad that I got a 1k. They just understand how much strength they have, and I shouldn't get that. It's like losing to someone on a fighting game when they had 1 hit to KO and you had 1,000 hit points. Like, we know Wraith is a weak... Like, he's not obviously Nurse, right?
What are you guys thinking so far of this showcase? All right, here we go. So this is exact same perks, same add-ons. Everything's exactly the same as match number 2. All the survivors running the same stuff, and Tru3Ta1ent using Serpent and Shadow Dance with the Ruin Pop, Nurse's Calling, Corrupt combo. I think early here, Tru is just best taking those blinds and light burns. Forcing oh, that's an early Ruin find for Justin. That is going to really significantly change the pacing of this game. Because if Tru can't get the hooks, which we've seen him struggle with. Same play here. We're just vaulting the pallet for the life and the distance that you gain from that. Really smart play coming out of Zongao. With Serpent, the uncloak happens instantly. And so you don't want to allow the Wraith to kick the pallet when you're in a bit of a dead zone. So you vault it twice with the life movement speed to get to the next jungle gem before the Wraith has a chance to break the pallet. Zongao has been found, but he has this pallet here. Will he hold his cool? Oh, Zongao. Every time the same play, because Wraith can't break it whilst he vaults it. He can literally just play that gambit for as long as possible to prevent Serpent from getting any value here. Gen here at 75%. Justin's gen almost completed. Nigel's gen almost completed. And Xeno gets his chase dropped. Nigel interrupted here. Knows he can't make the pallet, so he's just going to take a straight line away from the area. Oh, we're going for a kick with a Shadow Dance. Generators regress at 1/4 of a charge per second. 80 charges complete to a generator, and a survivor does a gen at 1 charge per second. So that generator, which is 99%, 95%, isn't going to have much value there. Justin here not going for the revolts, has another pallet here and finds the drop instantly. Nice stuff. Does he tap the gen on the way past? If he does, that will... Oh, Nigel taps it. That's second gen completed, and as we can see, this gen's almost done. I'm waiting for the survivor to hold their cool here and just not go for the pallet drop. I think Tru3Ta1ent has shown that he will always fake out the pallet, the uncloak, and so far he hasn't shown that he is willing to go for a full uncloak. So eventually we should see the survivors start taking a little bit more of a riskier method here. It's so hard to get right though. So hard to get right, and the survivors, I think they're just playing safe, which makes sense. Makes it to the window here. That's that gen finally completed for Nigel. And I believe there's a survivor on the upstairs gen as well. So we should... Oh, wow. 4th gen completed. Oh, my. This is a very different result from the survivors. That should be the life distance there. Really just spinning Tru around this jungle gym. He's not actually at this jungle gym anymore. He's moved on to the next one, I believe. Yeah, he has. Completely just ran a straight line towards Shack. Bamboozled. Here's the gen from Justin. From Nigel. And this gen upstairs does have some progress, but not much. Looks like Tru's coming to contest it now. Light burn attempt or the window. There's no escape there. And then the blind. Will he drop or will he stay up here? He tried to trick Tru. Takes the hit for it. We'll get away with it. Oh, an insta pallet drop. No proof myself. I believe proof myself is on the Nancy. Wow. Great little word light mind game. Gets the hit there. That is not easy to hit. Requires pixel perfect movement and directional changes with your camera. There's the hill coming through. This pallet has been dropped and the flashlight is still there. Oh, that's great uncloak coming through. It's going to... Oh, but here's another pallet there. That's the problem with Cold Tower and Serpent. Different maps, Serpent's great, but Cold Tower's pallet density is pretty big due to the fact it is the second smallest map in the game. Body block. Oh. Tight quarter body blocking. The survivors need to make sure they don't step past each other here. Oh, they're doing great stuff. That's going to be the last gen completed in the meantime. Adrenaline on this Nancy making it even harder. There's the body block coming through. Where are the exit gates at? They're going to be healing here. Trying to at least, but not getting much distance on it. They're going to need another body block coming through for this pallet. Should be able to just stand in between this, but they're just going to run a straight line. No risk taken. Tru's going to tunnel down Nigel here. Do we have the exit gate being opened already? Yep, Zongal's now on one. But there's no pallets in this background here. So how are they going to get Nigel out of this position? Has Dead Hard available, trying to body block the window, trying to body block the pallet. Whoa! That was so close. The heal should be able to come out here, I think. Still has his Dead Hard available. Oh dear, Xeno's shown his face a little bit too early, I believe. Flashlight for the light burn, trying to get distance here. I think Tru will just switch on to Xeno now. Making his way into the shack. Gonna fake the window. Nope. Gonna run around the generator. Does end up going down. Nigel with a full heal now. Will Tru try and get the health state out of him before rescuing? I think there's still a firecracker in play. That would be insane, the firecracker rescue. Never mind. Zongal's being healed. So the X gate is open. This is the first hook and down of the game. After 5 gens have been completed. And I'll be interested to see if the survivors attempt a rescue from the basement versus the Wraith. Now that borrowed time does trigger when the Wraith is cloaked, it makes it a lot safer. Zongal runs in as a distraction. The player who has borrowed time runs in second. The player who doesn't have borrowed time runs in for the hit and distraction. And unfortunately for Justin, they weren't able to make it happen. Now Tru can punish the heal. There's no pallet here. This will be a body block attempt from Nigel, I assume. Yep. And whilst they're messing around here, they can heal as well. Oh, no. That is going to be a second down. So we will rescue from the basement. But a second hook does go away with Tru here. Will he path away from the exit gate, though? If he hooks at this hook next to the exit gates, then I think the borrowed time will just be successful. One thing Tru cannot do now is cloak. If he cloaks, then I think the light burn threat from the flashlight is too great. He has to stay uncloaked as Wraith. He needs to be always with the ability to hit a survivor. Let's see if there's any flashlight left on this. Yeah, it still has battery. So, yeah, Tru cannot cloak. He has to stay uncloaked. And I can't tell if he's cloaked or not. I think he's not. We've got mixing HUD elements here. The cloak screen is on, but we can see his weapon. Remember, Claudette's the one with borrowed time. So it's Claudette that's trying to get the rescue here. And Tru should remember that. Oh, they've got the body blocks here. Yeah, this is perfect. That's going to be the borrowed time rescue coming through. Oh, they can't unhook. Why can't they unhook? Justin, you messed up. Everyone needs to run now. We need to get this Claudette in position for the body block and the Nancy in position for the body block as well. Everyone should be out here with the Dead Hard coming through from Nigel. The Uncloak not going to be in time. That will be GG. All men escape for the survivors. Only 2 hooks in this game of Cold Tower. And you can see why Xeno was upset with their performance in game number 2. Felt like as a team they could do a little bit more to punish the Wraith's weaknesses. And sure they did in that match. Very, very good result from the survivors. Remember, guys, these survivors are using unique builds as well. So if we're looking at like an actual solo queue Swift, not playing by tournament rules, they could be bringing the best items. They could be bringing DS and Unbreakable. You know, they could be bringing 4 Dead Hards or 4 Sprint Bursts, whatever you fear most. 4 Borrowed Times, 4 Adrenalines. Every one of the survivors are playing unique perks here. Unique survivors, unique items. Obviously, these guys are a step above your normal solo queue Swift. Oh, sorry, not solo queue Swift, pub Swift, because these guys are a top 3 tournament team. But just to put the fear into you potentially, how good these guys could be if they didn't limit themselves in this match. Do I think I could beat them? No. I've scrimmed this team quite a bit. They are not easy to beat.